Literacy is one of the most powerful modifiers in EU5. Not only does your average literacy rate countrywide increase the speed at which you research, but the literacy of POPs provides other benefits based on the POP type. For example, clerics increase conversion speed and assimilation speed based on their literacy. Burghers provide a monthly development growth based on their literacy. Peasants increase population promotion speed as well as levy reinforcement speed based on their literacy. And perhaps the most powerful of these modifiers, labourers, increase the maximum RGO size based on their literacy. At the maximum level of literacy, that's a 10% increase to your maximum RGO size in the location, plus a 5% production efficiency increase. The only two POPs that have negatives associated with high literacy are slaves, who become more rebellious based on their literacy rates. The higher their literacy, the higher the unrest slaves will produce. And tribals, at higher literacy rates, increase their conversion into peasants, which may be a positive or a negative depending upon what you want to do. After all, the existence of tribes gives you access to the tribal estate, which has some good privileges that you might want to hand out. So converting all of your tribals into peasants could be a negative. But how do you increase literacy? There's a few ways. The biggest of these is religion. Some religions provide passive max literacy. Lollard, for example, is one of the best religions in the game for increasing literacy, as it provides plus 10 to max literacy, and then has a religious aspect on top of that that provides another plus 10, giving you plus 20 literacy simply from your religion. That's 20% of the way to max literacy. Other Eastern religions like Sanjiao, for example, also provide plus 10 literacy, but they don't provide that extra 10% that Lollard can provide. The second way to increase literacy is through advancements. In certain ages, you'll find certain advancements that increase literacy. You can check these by coming to the search bar and simply typing in literacy. Any advancement that provides literacy will then be highlighted and you can hover over and see its effects. You can then do that by age and find all of the advancements that influence literacy. Certain laws can provide literacy. For example, the press law, when set to free press, will provide 10 max literacy. Another way to increase literacy is through the innovation societal value. At max level, it provides another 10 literacy. Coming down to the location level, there are some buildings that provide max literacy. For example, the library, which provides 5 max literacy to every POP in the location. There are also certain reforms that provide max literacy. For example, mandatory bureaucratic education, which gives a plus 5 max literacy. Or visionary thinkers, which also provides a plus 5 max literacy. One thing I've noticed is that you can go beyond 100% max literacy, but it will not provide benefits above 100. So if you do reach 100, you can start thinking about revoking certain privileges or reforms or laws that provide max literacy and exchanging them for something else, as they will no longer provide benefits above 100%. Overall, max literacy is great, and you always want it for the bonuses it provides. Bonuses to RGO level, bonuses to development, bonuses to manpower. The only times you might want to consider keeping it low is if you're a large slaver nation with lots of slaves who will of course become rebellious unless you can counteract their rebelliousness in some way. For now though, this is the end of the video. I hope you found it helpful and you learned a bit about the beauty of literacy and its many benefits. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.